What is going on, guys? This is Brian with Simple Man's Comics, in collaboration with Comic Book Speculation and Investing, back again to talk to you about my weekly picks. These are for comics that are going to be coming out Wednesday, November 23rd, 2016. Get some good comic reading in before we fill our bellies up with all that good Thanksgiving turkey. So there's some great titles coming out this week. Not a whole lot of titles, but there are some good ones. Starting with Batman Beyond number 2. This is part 2 of the Return story arc. In this issue, Batman's in Joker's Town to rescue Dana. He's not up against a single foe, but an entire community of clown-worshipping crazies, and they're all led by the Deadly Terminal. Looks like a really great issue to read. There's also a 1-for-1 variant for this by Martin Anson. Next, we have Detective Comics number 945. This is part 3 of the Victim Syndicate story arc. In this issue, Batman's trying his best to hold his team together, but so-called Spoiler might have every reason to walk out the door, and others might follow. Also be aware there's a 1-for-1 variant for this by Raphael Albuquerque. Next up, this is one of my favorite comics since the new Rebirth launch. As I keep saying, we have Flash number 11. This is part 2 of the Speed of Darkness story arc. Flash and Kid Flash new partnership is tested as they fight to uncover the dark secrets of the Shade and his mysterious plans for the Speedster duo. This is an awesome comic, great read. If you haven't been picking it up, you guys need to. Also be aware there's a 1-for-1 variant by Dave Johnson for this. Next, we have Teen Titans number 2. This is part 2 of the Damian Knows Best story arc. In this issue, Ra's al Ghul's forces make their move, but are Damian and the newly assembled Teen Titans ready to take on such a deadly threat? Really look forward to this issue, but not as much as I'm looking forward to it. They just renewed Young Justice for Season 3. That's freaking kick-ass. Oh yeah, and there's a 1-for-1 variant for this comic by Chris Burnham. Next, we have Titans number 5. Dan Abnett's been doing a superb job writing this comic. This is part 5 of the Return of Wally West storyline. In this comic, Wally wants to do anything to save his friends, even at the cost of his own life. Full extent of Abracadabra's greatest trick is finally revealed. Also, the regular cover is gorgeous, but there's also just as gorgeous of a variant for this. It's a 1-for-1 by Mike Choi. I'm going to pick up both covers just because I love them. Here we have AD After Death book number 1. This is a new comic from Image Comics. It's got probably one of the best creative teams attached. You got Scott Snyder as a writer. You got Jeff Lemire as artist. This book is about what if this finds a cure for death. Years after the discovery, one man starts to question everything, leading him on a mind-bending journey that will bring him face-to-face with his past and his own mortality. It looks like a great book. I alone will pick it up just for the creative team. I'm really looking forward to reading this. Next, we have Black Monday Murders number 4. Jonathan Hickman's at the top of his game right now while he's writing this comic. This comic is absolutely amazing. So good. It's definitely worth the pickup. You want to know how good this comic is? In this same week, Black Monday's Murders number 1 is releasing a 4th print. Black Monday Murders number 2 is releasing a 3rd print. And Black Monday Murders number 3 is releasing a 2nd print. If you're not reading this comic, you definitely need to be. Next, we have Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer Supreme number 2. But what I have shown is the incentive variant for this by Fraser Irving. Everyone knows Doctor Strange is huge in the box office right now. With that being said, I still don't think too many shops are going to order 25 issues of this comic, so this incentive variant might be worth picking up. Next, we have probably the biggest title releasing this week, and that is Venom number 1. This comic's going to ship with 8 different covers. That's just from Marvel alone. That's not including store-exclusive variants. There's a Sandoval regular cover, which to me is one of my favorite covers. There's a Ron Lim cover. There's a hip-hop variant. There's a John Tyler Christopher action figure variant, which I wish we could just shit-can these action figure variants. I'm sick of them. They're about as played out as cross-colored clothes. Either way, there's also a Blink variant. There's a Leonardo incentive variant. There's a Todd McFarlane 1 in 1000 incentive variant. And there's also a Todd McFarlane sketch variant. My advice, pick the cover you like and buy that. Now, there are a few other comics coming out this week that I think you guys should be aware of. There's a He-Man Thundercats number 1 2nd print. There's a Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures number 1 2nd print. There's a Clone Conspiracy number 1 3rd print. A Death of X number 2 2nd print. And an Infamous Iron Man number 1 2nd print. Those are all going to be coming out this Wednesday. That's all I got for you guys this week. If you feel I left something out, either way, please comment on these videos because I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoy watching these videos, click that thumbs up button. And as always, if you want to keep seeing more of them, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, sharing is caring, so please share these videos with your friends. And as always, if you thirst for more comic book knowledge, always check out comicbookinvest.com. and look up CBSI on Google+. And then I always have my website, simplemanscomics.com. I'll admit, my site is lacking. Haven't been putting information up there. Been really busy. but I look to improve that. That's all I got for you guys this week. Until next time.